What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today.
Like I seen Brian Winhorst on one of these shows not too long ago. Like a clip.
Wendy.
Yeah, you played over high school.
Wendy, you guys played together in high school.
Yeah,
right? He was on your high
Yeah,
school.
this guy was like, says he's like my fucking best friend. These guys are just weird. But
Wait,
Wendy.
But
Ain't that's not real.
Yeah, it was our forcer, huh?
LeBron James takes a big old dump on Brian Windhorst. If you don't know, Brian Windhorst has been covering LeBron James his entire career. You can basically say that Brian Windhorst made a reporting career off LeBron James. I think that's a fair statement. But Brian Windhorst has also been one of LeBron James's biggest supporters from the very beginning till now. He has been insanely loyal to LeBron James. Brian Windhorst is part of the La Media, part of the Legenda. He will do anything and everything to cast LeBron James under a wonderful light. He has been one of his most loyal minions. He has been one of LeBron's most loyal Bron Goblins. Is Brian Windhorst. Brian Windhorst is one of those guys that goes to bed with that LeBron James pillow and covers with a LeBron James blanket with a LeBron James poster hanging overhead. That's Brian Windhorst's level of bronsexualism. So I am absolutely sure that LeBron James's comments recently regarding Windhorst, basically calling him a weirdo, downplaying their friendship, cuts deep for Brian Windhorst. Cuts really deep. Whether they're actually friends or not, whether Brian Windhorst is living somewhat of a fantasy, thinking he has some type of close friendship with LeBron James, may or may not be true. Regardless, either way, being the loyal stan Brian Windhorst is, that cuts deep. And regardless if they're friends or not, I think LeBron James should also be thankful, just like Windhorst is thankful for him. He should be thankful that Brian Windhorst has also had a lot to do with the constant praising and glazing of LeBron James, pushing out the agenda through the Legenda movement. And LeBron James should be thankful for Brian Windhorst being one of these guys adding to the cesspool of false narratives regarding LeBron James. He's been doing his evil bidding. Windhorst has been a leader in pushing out the LeBron James narratives, feeding it to the casuals, making sure they get as many people as they possibly can to call this man the GOAT, to make them all simps, brainwash them all. He should be thankful for that. Brian Windhorst has been doing his job for LeBron James. A member of the highest order in the LeBron James hierarchy. So LeBron foul for cutting him like that. He could have maybe even said that more delicately or not said it at all. But LeBron James doesn't give a fuck. We've been saying this for a long time. He treats his people like shit. Tells you what he really thinks of his fans. Y'all doing all this extra stuff for this man, and he's gonna kick you to the curb. LeBron James is in it to get what he wants out of you, and when he feels like he doesn't need you no more, he will trade you or kick you to the side. How much more evidence do we need to prove to you that this is how it goes in the world of LeBron James? Come on, people. But anyway, this isn't about that. I'm done talking about LeBron James. This video was really about Brian Windhorst. Brian Windhorst. Pick your goddamn balls up, sir. Please. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that. Recently, we all know LeBron James's comments about Giannis scoring 250 points in the 70s. Then on ESPN First Take, they had a segment about that with Stephen A., Brian Windhorst, and Doggy, Mad Dog Russo. Now, we know Mad Dog, a proud sponsor, a proud fighter of NBA past eras. We knew what Doggy was going to say. And Stephen A. Smith didn't beat around the bush. He was honest about it. Got straight to the nitty gritty. Said LeBron James was wrong for it. I think it was pretty black and white that LeBron James was out of bounds and foul for the disrespectful comment he made towards 1970s basketball. So then, when it was Brian Windhorst's turn to talk about it, he sugarcoated everything. Refused to say anything bad about LeBron James. Really tried to find angles to really make you understand this is what LeBron James really meant. It was not foul. It was not harmful. It was not disrespectful. He couldn't be honest about it at all.
Go ahead, Wendy.
All right. Okay, obviously 250 points, LeBron's being a little bit farcical there. And I don't think anybody's touching the Wilt Chamberlain, what was it, the 62, 61, 62, 62, 63, Mr. Mad Dog, the
61, 62, 61, 62.
Yeah.
50 points a game.
It's in statistical concrete, okay? So statistically, no one's touching that Wilt Chamberlain. Having said that, Artis Gilmore played in the 70s, right, Mad Dog?
Yes, he did.
Julius Erving played in the 70s.
And the 80s.
You could argue that Giannis is sort of a combination of like an Artis Gilmore and Julius Erving, because Giannis is one of the great interior scorers in the modern era, one of the great interior scorers in the history of the game. And he also has athleticism and the ability to drive the ball to the basket like Julius Erving. I'm not going to get into an argument over who's better between Julius and Giannis. I have heard, veterans from that era. I remember hearing Cedric Maxwell compare Julius and Giannis, for example. I just remember that. But what LeBron is referring to is the combination that Giannis is, that he's a 5-time all-defensive team, former defensive player of the year, and this year he's going to average 30 points a game for the 4th straight season. And so what LeBron is saying is that there was never a specimen, in that time in the NBA who could combine that level of size like you would have with Artis Gilmore, who could be dominant scoring around the rim and dominant defending the rim, and the athleticism that you would have with Dr. J, who could attack the rim. I think it's the hybrid that LeBron is referring to.
Wendy, it's beautiful that LeBron has somebody like you to explain things the way that you do, as articulate as you are.
Still rubbing his king's back. Still fanning him with palm leaves. Still taking all the bullets and arrows. Being the human shield for any fire coming LeBron James's way. Even after the comments LeBron James made about him, he went right up there on ESPN and continued to simp, to grovel at LeBron James's feet. He continued to do it despite getting backhanded in the face, bitch slapped by LeBron James. Brian Windhorst, do you not value yourself more? Do you lack confidence? Do you know your worth? Pick your balls up, dude. Stand up for yourself. You really gonna go on ESPN and continue to lie, sugarcoat, provide false narratives for this guy after he showed you what he really thinks about you? Discarded everything you did for him. All the beautiful coverage, 20 plus years. Never missed a beat, hitting all the chords for LeBron James. And you get right up on ESPN on national television and continue to fall right in line. Have ye no nuts? Have ye no nuts, sir? He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. I'm legitimately starting to think there's some type of voodoo involved, or legit mind control. some get out teacup type stuff going on with these Bron goblins in the media, because this is wild. You couldn't just do an honest take, man. You had to continue to rub the baby oil from the Diddy party all over LeBron James, massaging those muscles, huh? Getting all on his traps, making sure he's ready to go to flop on the floor. Grease the muscles up, huh? Sick behavior, man. Sick. I couldn't let this guy backhand me, bitch slap me, call me a weirdo on national television, and then get right on the air moments after and grease it up for him. Nah, couldn't be me, Brian Windhorst. You gotta do better, guy. You gotta do better. I get we all have to make decisions in life sometimes. Sometimes we gotta do things, take the high road, you know, be smart about some situations. It may make you look soft, but given the context and things like that, you made the right decision. We all have been put in positions like that before. But this here, buddy, pick your nuts up, man. Please, stick up for yourself. You don't have to take this anymore, Brian Windhorst. You don't. Yes, he probably helped you out. Yes, he got you a career. But you did what you had to do too. It goes both ways, sir. It does. You guys have a fabulous working relationship. You scrub my back, I scrub yours. But you don't have to take this. I don't know if what you guys had is on the contract, but I would have to imagine that's a breach of contract. I would have put that in my contract. Hell, you ain't about to embarrass me like that on national television. Make me look like some type of simp, some type of clown, begging for your attention, begging to be your friend, then call me a weirdo. Nah, you ain't about to put me on blast like that. Absolutely not. In front of the world? And then get on greasing it up for him? Hell, maybe LeBron was right. Maybe you're just out there. Hell, I mean, if you look at that video, look how glassy-eyed and happy Brian Windhorst was to talk on behalf of LeBron James. Brian Windhorst reminds me of that guy that works for the TVA in Deadpool and Wolverine, the low-key simp for Deadpool. Tell me this isn't Brian Windhorst and Deadpool isn't LeBron James.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel something.
Anyway, folks, that's all I gotta say about it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. Catch you on the next one. We out, baby.